Ghost Rison, born the crown prince of a prosperous kingdom. Shillian was renowned for his beauty, strength, and purity. His years of dedicated study and noble deeds allowed him to ascend to godhood. But those who rise may also fall, and fall he does, cast from the heaven and banished to the world below. 800 years after his mortal life, Shillian ascended to godhood for the third time, angering most of the gods in the process. To repay his debts, he sent to the mortal realm to hunt down the violent ghosts and troublemaking spirits who prey on the living. Along his travel, he met a fascinating and brilliant young man, Sanlang, and that young man to whom he felt an instant connection. Who is Sanlang? Who is Shillian? What is his journey? What is their journey all about? What is Volume 1, Heaven's Official Blessing, all about? Ladies and gentlemen, at any point of this video, we would realize, analyze, and review the Volume 1 of Heaven's Official Blessing by Mr. Mo Shan-Thung Shu. Heaven's Official Blessing Volume 1 introduces the reader's richly imagined fantasy world inspired by Chinese mythology, where ghosts, gods, and mortals coexist in a complex moral universe. Written by Mo Shan-Thung Shu. The story blends of boys' love, that is why I chose this story, fantasy, mystery, and slow-burn romance, creating a story that feels both epic and deeply personal. The center of the story is Shillian, a once beloved crown prince who is ascended to godhood. But not just once. He has been banished in heaven twice and returns for a third accession. The story of Heaven's Official Blessing Volume 1 starts with Shillian, once a beloved crown prince who is ascended to godhood for the third time after being banished twice. Despite being returned to heaven, he is ridiculed by gods. He has no power. He has no follower. To repay his debts to heaven, he is sent to the mortal realm to investigate a ghostly related incident together with Nanfeng and Foyao. They went to Mount Eugen to uncover the truth, and while in Mount Eugen to discover a ghostly bridegroom terrorizing brides, they discovered the abandoned temple of Mengguang. Shillian discovered that inside of it is the 17 missing brides, and later on the culprit revealed to be Xuanqi. She is a female ghost posing as a male ghost groom. She kidnapped those 17 brides out of jealousy and resentment, believing she was wronged in love by General Pei Ming. That tragic story showing how pain can twist into obsession. Along the way, during his investigation or during his journey, he met a fascinating and brilliant mysterious man in red named Sanlang, and later on revealed as Watching, a feared and powerful ghost king who guides and assists Shillian during the investigation and journey into Banyu Arc. And instead of acting like a villain, instead of hating Shillian, Mr. Watching helps Shillian. Watching protects Shillian, and he shows an unusual connection or unusual interest to him. As the story progresses, Shillian solves supernatural cases, uncovers tragic past, and slowly forms a connection, a deep connection to Watching. The Volume 1 focusing mainly on two arcs, the Ghost Groom case and the Banyu arc, which will be solved on the Volume 2, but in the Volume 1, which is the Ghost Group Case and the Banyu arc introduces the characters, the world, and the deep mysteries. And that is the end for the Volume 1 of Heaven's Official Blessing by Moshe Thungshu, a Volume 1 that ends with kindness, connection, and interest with one another, and a ghost king whose name nobody knows, while Volume 2 reveals the Banyu's fate, and why watching will follow Shillian through sun and rain. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.